and the omnibus. So I was forced into the Archers when I was a child. And look, it's come back to bite me later on. I'm awash with this stuff.
The Archers is the world's longest-running radio show, with more than 15,000 episodes broadcast. Despite being a rural flavour show, The Archers is recorded in the heart of...
Welcome to another Deep Dive.
Hello.
Today we're plunging into this really vibrant audio drama. It mirrors so much of, the complexities of our own lives.
Absolutely.
We've got a whole stack of fascinating insights from the characters, things about modern challenges, family dynamics.
And even a pretty perplexing animal mystery thrown in there, too.
Right. So our mission today, really, is to pull out the key nuggets from these everyday dramas.
Yeah, we'll explore how people build a resilience, when they're overwhelmed, the ripple effects of family secrets, which is always a big one.
Always.
And the quite unsettling story of a pet's sudden illness. So yeah, get ready for some surprising facts, maybe some aha moments that, might hit close to home for you.
Exactly. Think of it as a shortcut maybe to being really well informed about the human condition.
Yeah.
But wrapped up in some great storytelling.
Nicely put.
So let's unpack this. Okay, first up, we dive in with Clary. She works with school kids and gives some, incredibly frank insights into dealing with their behaviors.
Mm-hmm. She's developed a pretty unique philosophy to cope, hasn't she?
She really has.
And what's fascinating is how she's using advice from a young student, Henry, she said, it half hit home.
Yeah.
And that led her to this take no prisoners approach, as she calls it.
It's quite a phrase. She's basically learned, not to take no notice of their comments.
Just plow through it.
Yeah, exactly.
Blah, blah.
Wade through it all like the sewage at Bridge Farm, which, for anyone listening who doesn't know, Bridge Farm is a local landmark. It paints such a picture, doesn't it?
It really does. The sheer volume of negativity she must face.
And apparently, it works for her. She even reports kids for detention, says it sorts out half of the troublemakers right away.
But it makes you wonder, what are the challenges these kids are facing?
Right.
Clary seems quite sympathetic, especially to the year 7s. She notes some are so small, I think their school bag will tip them over.
Oh, gosh.
And others, well, she says they clearly aren't having much fun at home. That's a tough one. It's a reminder of the hidden stuff kids bring to school.
And then there's the blame game, which gets really interesting. Clary points to likely the pandemic's impact.
Ah, right, the long shadow of COVID.
Yeah, she reckons not going to school properly for all that time means some are still struggling. Socially, academically.
It really highlights that long-term impact, doesn't it? How big societal events affect individuals in ways we don't always see immediately.
Definitely.
And Clary's response, this robust, maybe unconventional method for coping, she calls it smashing.
Smashing. Yeah.
Her core insight, maybe, is that sometimes you need that emotional filter. You just have to stop the negativity sticking just to, keep your own peace.
Oh, it's survival strategy, almost. Okay, so from the schoolyard, let's shift gears. We move into this really personal family drama. It centers around Amber. Now, she's engaged to George, who listeners will know is, he's currently incarcerated.
Right, a very serious offense.
And the shocker, George proposed while he's inside. And his grandmother, Susan, she hasn't even met Amber yet.
Wow. That immediately sets up this conflict, doesn't it? Perception, loyalty, all tangled up.
Totally. George's mom, Emma, reveals Amber just turned up out the blue suitcases and all having raided with her parents.
Raided with her parents? Or argued with her parents?
Good point. The audio suggests she arrived after a row with her parents. But the key is she arrived suddenly, settled in.
Without checking in with George's family first, which, fuels that suspicion right away.
And Susan, understandably desperate for info on her grandson's fiance, admits she did look her up online.
Ah, the online search.
Seems Amber's quite active online. Her channel and her stories and posts. So she puts herself out there.
And the family's general vibe isn't exactly glowing, is it? Emma and Ed, George's aunt and uncle,
right,
they reckon she puts her foot in it every other word and doesn't seem to care.
And Clary, who's actually spent time with Amber, kind of confirms this, mentioning her eyelashes and tan, things people comment on.
But Clary offers a bit more nuance, doesn't she?
She does. She admits Amber does listen or try to. And while she says she's never really met anyone like her, Clary thinks she does probably like her.
So you get this fascinating contrast. Different people, different interactions, wildly different perceptions of Amber.
Yeah, it really shows how first impressions or secondhand info, that they don't always tell the whole story.
But the real drama flares up when Susan says she wants to pop by yours one of these days to meet Amber.
And Clary's reaction is strong. Basically, don't do it.
Right. She hints something big happened. A hidden confrontation between Amber and George's dad, Neil.
Yeah, she says they said a lot more than hello, Susan. A lot more.
And Susan thought Neil just popped his head in.
That's what she believed.
Yeah.
Only popped his head in the door and said hello, and then Clary drops the bombshell.
What Amber told Neil.
Exactly. That George hates us. Hates his own family.
Wow. That cuts deep. And it throws everything into question. Loyalty, blame, the past.
Susan is just floored, distressed. She says she's sick to death of you and me bearing the brunt for what happened to George.
Like it's all their fault.
Yeah, as if he didn't make one wrong step, it's all just us. She reminds everyone they were there through it all, at Emma's awful call.
Which must refer to finding out about George's crime or arrest.
Almost certainly. And at the court, when he was sentenced. It's raw emotion.
Hugely powerful, especially when she recalls telling George, "I love you," at the sentencing.
And seeing something in his eyes that wasn't full of hate.
But now she's terrified he's going backwards, getting angrier with them.
And potentially Amber is influencing that.
That seems to be the fear, doesn't it? Neil tries to take the blame, saying he should have left when Amber started at me.
But Clary's observation is just so poignant, almost cynical.
What'd she say?
It's always difficult doing the right thing. Never a good deed goes unpunished.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole situation just shows how deep family wounds go, especially after something traumatic like George's situation.
And how a new person, like Amber, can just stir everything up again. Maybe intentionally, maybe not.
Yeah, the core insight really is about how the past shapes the present, and how new relationships can really expose those old fault lines.
Okay, right. Let's pivot now. Something completely different, but equally intriguing. And quite unsettling, actually. The sudden illness of a cat. Tortoise, owned by Kenton.
Ah, Tortoise the cat. Right, what happened?
Well, she's found really unwell. Not herself. Tired looking. She's been sick.
Poor thing.
The vet, Alistair, examines her and notes some worrying signs. Her head's tilting to the side.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No, he says it's not a simple upset stomach. He suspects she's been poisoned by something.
Poisoned? Why?
Because the symptoms are neurological and sickness.
Right.
Distinctly poison-like.
Right.
Alistair explained it's tricky to diagnose, with an in-and-out cat.
Fed by different people, roaming. Yeah, could have picked up anything.
Exactly. He does say she'll be okay because they're treating her. And actually, it was good she vomited.
Got rid of some of the poison, maybe.
Yeah, but we got rid of a large part of whatever's caused this.
Okay, so maybe just an accident then. Eat something bad outside.
Well, that's what you'd think.
Yeah.
But then the plot thickens. A lot.
How so?
Kenton is looking for clues. Back at the pub where Tortoise often hangs out.
Yeah.
And he finds pills.
Pills just lying around.
Pills and cat treats strewn near where Tortoise was sick. And these aren't her usual treats. They're bigger.
Big. Wait.
Yeah. The kind you could press a pill into.
Oh no. That sounds deliberate.
And it gets very specific. Jolene, who works at the pub, she identifies the actual pill.
What is it?
Methylphenidate.
Methylphenidate. That's
Yeah.
Ritalin, isn't it? ADHD medicine.
Exactly. Alice confirms it, says it would definitely cause the symptoms Tortoise was displaying or worse.
So finding that specific drug hidden in cat traits.
Wow. Alistair calls it an unlikely accident. His words. He even says it seems quite sinister.
Sinister. So the question becomes unavoidable, doesn't it? Was Tortoise intentionally poisoned?
The evidence really points that way. It looks like a deliberate act. And then the final, chilling conclusion. Kenton and Jolene connect the dots. They realize someone most likely come into our home, back here by the stairs to our flat, and poisoned our cat.
Into their home. So it wasn't just outside the pub.
That's their terrifying realization.
Yeah.
Someone came into their private space to do this.
Yeah.
And even more chillingly, they say they both know who that could be.
Wow. So a pet's illness becomes potentially an act of targeted malice, reveals a really dangerous undercurrent.
So if we try and, tie these threads together.
Yeah, connected to the bigger picture. You see how these seemingly separate things, personal struggles like Clary's, the family conflict around Amber, this poisoning, they're often interwoven. The pub, for example, seems like a central hub where these characters cross paths. Their lives are interconnected.
Definitely. And it really shines a light on how perceptions differ so much, doesn't it? Clary's cautious acceptance of Amber versus Emma and Susan's deep suspicion.
Fueled by the past, yeah. And how a seemingly simple hello could actually be masking this huge, hurtful fight that damages family bonds.
You see these themes of resilience, loyalty, betrayal.
The weight of past actions, absolutely. And this disturbing possibility of real malice. The cat's poisoning isn't just random bad luck.
No, it shifts, like you said, from accident to a potentially calculated act.
And it kind of mirrors the interpersonal conflicts, doesn't it? It's a stark reminder that sometimes the most innocent, like Tortoise, get caught in the crossfire of human dramas.
It really is. This whole deep dive just reminds you, doesn't it, that even in ordinary lives, there are just layers upon layers, complexity, hidden wounds, surprising twists.
Everyday drama is rarely simple.
Well, what a dive that was. Seriously. From schoolyard strategies for coping.
Right through to intense family feuds.
And ending with a genuinely sinister pet mystery. We've really seen how intricate and, frankly, challenging life can get.
Indeed. These snippets really show that even when people are trying to do the right thing, maybe,
Or just dealing with things beyond their control.
the consequences can spread out, become deeply personal, and sometimes, yeah, even dangerous.
So, thinking about all this, what does it mean for you, our listener? Maybe it's just a reminder to, look beyond the surface sometimes.
Yeah, to consider the unseen struggles, perhaps hidden motives that might be playing out in the lives around you, or maybe just to realize that even in familiar places, small events, finding a pill, a weird comment can actually be huge clues to much bigger, unsettling human dramas unfolding just out of sight.
Precisely. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. Keep your ears open, keep your minds curious.
Until next time.
So, what are you doing now?
Just getting ready for the next episode. Just
And,
moving mics around.
So, what do you do?
I do the spot effects on the arches. Any
Are you what we
movements
call Foley then?
and- kind of. Yep. That's,
Okay. And these are all part of the paraphernalia of production.
yep. That's the ball bar. That's,
This one.
yep. That's.
Haley so wanted to be in their own place when their baby came. It's due in 2 months. Not much chance of that now. No. I mean, it would have been a stretch for them financially, mind, but I just wish there was something practical I could do to help them, Caroline.
I think The Archers has had this immense popularity over the years, basically because it has always very accurately reflected the reality of life and living in a rural community at whatever